talking about why it is so important to spay or neuter your pet and what are some myths. And when I say some, I'm only going to be discussing about 3 of them. There are so many more myths out there that are on the internet, and I'm trying to make my videos shorter so that way you guys don't get so irritated with me for how long my videos are or have been in the past, so that way you are able to enjoy yourself. So my name is Aquaria Doyle. My purpose here on YouTube is to create animal related videos, educational of course, and to help me and my team open this animal rescue center. And this will help so much if you just like our videos, subscribe to our channel, click that notification bell so that way you are notified whenever we post a video, because this will help so much. If you love animals, this is a place for you to get more information. Remember guys, check the description of every video. I have links down below for this specific video, all of my research that I did with me and my team, of course. And yes, that is pretty much everything that I want to discuss in this intro. Always check the description. Please check the description of every video. If you have a chance, go to those donate pages. And if you even have just $1, just donate. It makes a huge difference. So if you don't know what spaying or neutering is, spaying is for females, dogs or cats, doesn't matter, it's just for the females. It's removing the entirety of the female sexual reproductive organs in their bodies, and that goes the same for males with their sexual reproductive organs in their body. That was so hard to say for some reason. So I am gonna begin this video with a quote, and like I said in my last video yesterday, I absolutely love having quotes at the beginning of the video. It helps me describe the general idea of the video in such a short description, a lot shorter than I can do it because I ramble on way too much. So here we go. Spaying helps prevent uterine infections and breast tumors, which are malignant or cancerous in about 50% of dogs and 90% of cats. Spaying your pet before her first heat offers the best protection from these diseases. For males, it prevents testicular cancer and some prostate problems. And that is the end of the quote. And that is from aspca.org. And I thought that was a perfect description of why it is so important to spay and neuter, other than the fact that it causes overpopulation. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about why. Just why in general. Because I know some people out there will have their own personal opinions about it, and that is okay. I'm not telling you that it's not okay to have your own opinion. This is just by our research and what we found online, and there are so many pictures out there just discussing this in a general picture, so that way you are able to understand a bit better. Spaying or neutering helps with health problems. Many health problems come from the natural body, and they live longer without all of these health problems. You take away all these potential problems that can come from these sexual reproductive organs, and with those gone, they live longer without having health problems. Other than that, there are less animals or pets roaming around trying to find their mate. They'll be more interested in you as the owner rather than being more distracted about finding their mate to reproduce, because they have those reproductive organs in them right now, so they will want to do nothing but find their mate, and that is all they're going to be doing for the entire time of their life, basically. So a popular thing right now, which I'm not really understanding why it is a thing. So you don't need to have your animal have their own litter for your personal educational show, if that makes any sense. You don't need an animal to have babies in order for your children or audience of choice to have education. I'm sure it's quite interesting, but it can help the animal in the long run if it's not reproducing. And these images, like I said, will help so much in discussing that a little bit more than myself. Now let's discuss the myths, and I am trying to make these videos a lot shorter, and I have links down below in the description. A few of them I didn't use for this video but are there for you, and you can use them to educate yourself a little bit more about this subject just in case you're interested, and that's the whole reason we have them down there. So one myth is it wasn't exactly gonna be in the myth section, but this was a general description of why spaying and neutering is good for your animal. It is a myth that if you spay or neuter your animal, it will make them fat. And that is just not true. And let me tell you why. Let me show you why. Figaro, he is average weight. He has been fixed since he was a kitten. I would try and show you what it looks like, but he's very fluffy. You can't really see, but you can see on Tigger what it looks like. I don't know if you are interested in seeing that. But they still have little tiny balls, but they just don't have anything else. They don't have little puppies to reproduce. We do have a female cat, so her name is Blanket. I don't want to be attacked, but you can't really see. Goodness. She is a little chunky, but that is just because of how much we don't. Some people do this, but we don't. We personally don't, because we believe cats are grazing animals. Some people give them meals in the morning and for dinner. We just let the cats eat whenever they want. We put food and water out for them whenever they want to eat. And Blanket used to be a feral cat when she was very young. So she is used to eating all that she can in order to survive, and that is her mentality. Tigger, however, he is in his corner up here. You can really see where, that's crooked. That's crooked too. Okay, you can really see where they did the surgery. I'm gonna push him back because he gets irritated with me. But he's a little chunky too. We do give them wet food from time to time. That used to be his name. Figaro, he chooses not to eat wet food, and he only likes dry food, and he chooses to stay in average weight. The other two, they're a little chunky, but that's because of us. We went to the vet. The vet told us that they're happy. They're furry and they're happy. Usually the vet will say, hey, your cat's overweight, you need to put him on a diet. We took Tigger to the vet not the other day, like last year, and he was the same weight, and she said the vet said that he is happy and he's still healthy, even though he's a little overweight for his age and the size that he is, or supposed to be. I can show you the amount of food that we give them, but that is just, we give them bowls about the size of this, and we fill 2 of them full of food because sometimes they eat that much food in one day. Other times they don't. It depends on how hungry they are, or how hungry, or how much they ate the other day, or I don't know. It depends. Blaming spaying or neutering your pet on them becoming fat is ignorant, and you're not blaming yourself like you should be, because you are in full control of how they eat. I enjoy having them be happy with themselves. If that's how much they want to eat, I'm going to let them until it becomes a very unhealthy problem where they are just eating and eating and eating. And we give them regular vet visits, and we have been told that they are healthy and they are fine, and there's nothing that we need to do. And just so that way you know, we have been going to this vet for about 5 years, and he's very trusted, and we love him so much. And he visually loves animals so much, and it's hard to come across a vet like that, personally. Okay, so let's get down to 3 more myths that I got from the Humane Society International.org. These are very specific, and that's why I chose from this website. They have so many more myths, and then if you look up online myths, and they're called myths for a reason because they're just not true. So please do your own research if you have any other concerns. So one myth is that your animal needs to have 1 litter in order to be spayed or neutered. That is just not true. That is, I don't know where people got that from. I think that's more of a selfish thing where you want them to have their own babies before. I just don't know where people got that, because I looked that up. It wasn't there. It was just one of those old wives' tales. When you spay or neuter your pet, it makes them healthier right away. Why do you think the Humane Society always spays or neuters their pets before putting them up for adoption? It helps with their health, overpopulation, ignorant parents of adopted animals, where they populate and they just don't care about any of the cats that have populated in their own home. Now, another thing is that it's not natural to spay or neuter your animal. It's not natural because that is not the natural way. Okay, well, I understand where that is coming from. That is a realistic point of view. However, since it's the new age, we have more science proving different things. If you had the option to help an animal from having all these health problems just because of their sexual reproductive organs, would you help your pet to help them live longer and happier lives? Because if they are not spayed or neutered, they are spending their entire lives finding mates to reproduce, and that is everything they do other than survive. That is their natural way. So they won't have time for you. They don't want to socialize with you. They're in their natural state of finding their mate and reproducing. And I understand it with some people, they think that animals should have the choice. They can't tell you, hey, I want to get fixed. They can't tell you that. And I understand you want to give them the option, but it's just like you have the option to give them a happier and healthier life, and you are choosing not to because you think that's what they want. Animals, it is complicated with this situation. Now that we have science to prove different things, it's much easier to make decisions because you have research backing it up. So I know for a fact there are people out there that have or are currently breeding animals and selling animals, and that's a whole other thing right now, but some people choose to not spay or neuter, and that is fine. I can't repeat this enough. It's fine if you choose to not spay or neuter. This is just an educational video where you don't have to follow what we do. It's just advice. So take it if you will. If you don't, that is fine. We are just telling you the benefits and why it's so important. It is your personal choice to follow what we do or what we say. Okay, the last myth that I'm going to talk about is I want my dog to be protective. Okay, so interesting fact there is that your dog being protective doesn't revolve around their sexual organs or hormones. It comes from their genetics. It doesn't come from their sexual organs. Just like our personalities. Our personalities don't revolve around our sexual organs, do they? That is completely a different subject. We're not covering humans, we're covering pets or animals. So that is a whole nother thing. But personalities don't revolve around sexual organs, so that's just simply not true. And that's pretty much everything about those myths. Like I said, there are so many other myths online, so I have the links down in the description down below if you are interested in checking those links out. So yeah, that is the video. My name is Aquaria Doyle. My purpose here on YouTube is to spread awareness about animal educational related videos. So that way my team and I can create our animal rescue center here in the near future. So if you're interested in that journey, be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell whenever we post a new video, and check the descriptions down below in every video so that way you can learn more about our videos and donate to different links down in the description, and visit the Humane Society so that way you can find out about any events that are going on near you, or even virtual. So that is the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and so does my team. Bye.